Hello and welcome to Patched. I'm your host Paul James. Today I'm joined by Matto Phillips. How's things, mate?
Is this the 300th episode, or am I getting it mixed up?
We totally forgot. Yeah, this episode. This is episode 300 milestones. Well, we were meant to. I was meant to reach out to Damo
milestone.
and all sorts. So let's. Well, shit. Okay, we'll
I
do a
just
big
remembered it
celebration
about
next
5
week.
seconds. I forgot about it. I'll just tell you when you introduced us. What? Hang on a second. We were talking about 300 last week.
And we were going to get in touch with Damo, but he was offered a gig, so I will hold on for a day or two, and then it never happened. So.
Wow, what a letdown.
So this is episode 300, and we're doing nothing for it. Maybe something big for episode 300 plus one next week. But we are talking about GTA, which is pretty cool because, I suppose I don't know what we would have done if, even if we had our act together for episode 300, but then suddenly that GTA news drops because
otherwise we'd have to talk about Warner Brothers, and that's not very exciting.
Well, Warner Brothers sucks. They've got no idea. At least on the PlayStation side, for example, they're delaying and cancelling live service games. Warner Brothers is still doubling down. But we're talking about GTA because after the leak of, I don't know, about a year ago, that was then about 2-year-old footage and rumours for the bulk of the last 10 years, Rockstar has now finally confirmed that GTA 6... Well, actually, they haven't called it GTA 6. They said the next Grand Theft Auto. But they've confirmed that is going to be revealed in probably less than a month from now. Really, they said early December. What was your gut feel when you heard about the news?
I thought, cool. Wasn't overly excited about it. Just thought, oh yeah, cool. Now all those people complaining, saying, "Hey, where's the trailer? You've got your date, or you got a month."
Yeah. So
a month when it's going to get showed.
I guess for anyone who hasn't seen it, there was a series of tweets from the Rockstar account written by Sam Houser. Just said, next month marks the 25th anniversary of Rockstar Games. Thanks to the incredible support of our players worldwide, we have had an opportunity to create games and that we are truly passionate about. Without you, none of this would have been possible, and we are so grateful to all of you for sharing this journey with us. In 1998, Rockstar Games was founded on the idea that video games could come to be as essential to culture as any other form of entertainment, and we hope that we have created games you love in our efforts to be part of that evolution. We are very excited to let you know that in early December, we will release the first trailer for the next Grand Theft Auto. We look forward to many more years of sharing these experiences with you all. Thank you, Sam Houser. So yeah, early December. Before we get into, I guess, anything else around this stuff, early December, the Game Awards are in that window. First question, do you think the Game Awards is where GTA will actually be, though?
No. I reckon they'll just do their own thing.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because they don't need to go to the Game Awards. Everyone knows Grand Theft Auto, so it's not like they need an audience to get their attention. It's just, hey, we're doing it, we're premiering it at this time, and blah blah blah.
They'll do the real Rockstar thing, and while the Game Awards are on, they'll announce it. They'll launch it on their YouTube channel or something on the side, just
watch those live numbers. Watch Jeff Keighley's face, just in shock. Watch all those numbers just drop.
Forget Bill Clinton and all that sort of stuff. That's what's going to destroy Jeff. But also the GTA 6 was what they were talking about. So, holy shit, it's just like popped in my head because of that last year, like that incident. It was, Bill Clinton wants to play GTA 6. Could Jeff actually be busting his ass, or probably have already busted his ass to actually lock this one down and be like, they took the piss out, like everyone took the piss out of it last year. Well, guess what? I fucking got GTA 6.
I mean, you can try, but if Rockstar's like, what do we get out of it? That's the big question.
Yeah.
It's not like Rockstar need anything.
I guess the thing is they get nothing either way. They put it on their YouTube channel. It's going to go huge. It goes the Game Awards. It's going to go huge. It's just that there's an opportunity for Jeff to win, and potentially all of the other games. I suppose it could go one of two ways. For the other games that are there, they could all kind of ride the wave because everyone's tuning in to check out GTA, and so all of a sudden you get to see all these other games as well, and potentially pick some of those up. Or every single time Jeff throws to a new trailer, people go, "Oh, it's GTA." Oh no, it's not, and they switch off.
Oh, it's
So
Final Fantasy 9 remake. That's just shit. Boo.
we'll move on from that. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like it could go one of two ways, and I think Jeff would have to be very, very careful if he's considering that in the first place, because it could actually have a really negative effect for some of the games that he's looking to promote. Which point?
And how he's been going for the last couple of weeks, he keeps turning up on social media, talking about stuff. If he says, got a big announcement, people are going to think it's GTA 6, and it's something for DoorDash instead, and people are going to get really upset if that's the case.
Let alone, yeah, Jeff's...
Be careful.
To kind of your point, Jeff's been kind of putting his foot in it a little bit lately anyway. How good a year has it been for games? Right off the back of, hundreds of people getting fired from a company or something like that. Like his timing has been appalling this year.
And he was like, oh, how about the whatever place they hosted? I figured, Jeff, no one cares where it's getting hosted, because they're not going to see that part. They're seeing the stage, not the seats. Unless there's a seat view, sure, I'll watch it.
There's the Oculus seat. Pop your Oculus on and you're there. That should do that. That'd be cool. So I guess beyond that, when this trailer happens, whatever that date ends up being, whether it's the Game Awards or not, what do you think it might actually be? Are we talking about a cinematic trailer? Are we talking about something with gameplay? All gameplay? What are you thinking?
I sort of feel like they're going to do what they did with GTA 5 and just show a trailer of the locations of whatever the game's going to be.
And where are we going then, in your eyes? Is it going to be like
I would
Vice
like to
City
hope,
or something like that?
I would hope it's Vice City, because I haven't been to Vice City for a while.
And also, GTA
time.
6 VI, it's just the beginning of Vice City there. Like, you can kind of lean into that.
Oh, look, so it's not, this is not Yakuza territory we're going into, because if that was Yakuza, sure. Rockstar, you don't know. They could.
They could do
know,
it.
but, oh, yeah, they could do GTA Vice City.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not?
There's no reason why they couldn't. But of course, I think they just march their own beat and whatever works best. But I don't know. I mean, I don't buy into any GTA rumors because they're swirling all the time. I buy into things that I can see. So the actual trailer, something from a press release, leaked footage that made its way onto the internet, all that sort of stuff.
Or just Trevor for no reason. He's not even in the game. Just anything people just get excited about. It's just, oh, there's Trevor. He's not in the game. Trevor's just here. Just like most times.
Yeah, not much rhyme or reason to it. Trevor just being Trevor, but here we are.
No, I don't think that's all I think. Is just we're going to get shots of some locations. I don't think there'll be much action. I don't think we'll see a character, because I don't think they've ever introduced any characters in any trailers they've ever done.
I guess the variable in the mix, and I referenced the leak, obviously, the variable in the mix here compared to what they've had in the past is that we've seen a whole bunch of footage, and at least one person who we presume is at least one playable character if there's multiple. So does that change things potentially? Because like a little bit of the cat's already out of the bag, at least up to a point. And again, it's game development, things can change. That may not be the protagonist. May not be a she anymore. She may not look the same. It could be a whole range of different. Whoever that character was, maybe is just been completely cut. We don't know. But I guess there's stuff out there now. So does that change it at all in terms of maybe what they show?
I don't think so. I think they would have just had this idea down for, let's be honest, for the last 10 years.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't think they're just going to change it from one small leak. They're probably just going to they're not going to go, right, we're changing it now. It just seems a bit stupid if that's the case, because if they change the character, then they're going to have to change the entire story.
Oh, I wasn't saying they changed the character because of the leak. I'm just saying, like, game development is game development. Maybe that character is, since that footage was recorded, however long ago that was, and then was eventually leaked, but maybe that character just isn't the same because she changes in game development all the time.
Oh, possibly. They probably just had that could have just been some model they just have in
that too, yeah.
Their little file, just something, a little test. Like we said, I don't think there's going to be any crash test dummy models in the game as that footage showed. So I'm pretty sure
GTA 6 looks so bad. They don't even have faces.
Oh man, you should have played the old Vice Cities. They barely had faces either.
Yeah, and
They
that
didn't
was the
blink.
final release. That wasn't even.
They didn't blink, didn't speak. They just mimed. No one complained about that.
No.
No, of course not. Everyone says, "Oh, it's a great game." Oh yeah, of course it bloody is. But no one cares about. All they care about is just following a damn train. That's it.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
So, when does this thing come out?
I would say, October, November.
Yeah, I feel like the September through November window's kind of the.
So it's pretty much all I say. Same as pretty much every Rockstar game that's come out. It's always come out around that September, October, November period.
GTA 4 was an exception. That was like April, I think, if I remember.
Oh yeah, that was it. But I think.
And they have, I mean, being real, they haven't actually done that much since then. Red Dead was also May. Like the first Red Dead was May. So really, it's only GTA 5 and Red Dead 2 that they've actually done in that.
Oh, so they could just
holiday window.
Throw it in the works.
Look, I think as much as there might have been a lot of things that don't get out of Rockstar, I'm sure within the game development community, there's probably people external to Rockstar that know when this thing is supposed to come out, and so, or like they're intending for it to come out anyway. And so I think my gut would say developers aren't filling in the early months of the year if they know that GTA is eyeing off that slot. Like if they're even partially considering early in the year, then you clear out. I think, and actually, I tweeted this out, not specifically about the date itself, but the impact that GTA 6 is going to have next year. I can't wait. As someone who's got a continually growing backlog, I am so excited for GTA 6 to come out because everyone else is going to run, and they should. But everyone else is going to run, and it's just going to leave this gigantic vacuum. Probably the only exception is Nintendo, and that'll be interesting as well because they're potentially launching a new console next year. Yeah, it seems like they are quite likely to be launching the Switch 2 or whatever that is next year. So, firstly, I mean, who knows? That maybe GTA 6 is on the Switch too. A
launch game out of all.
Well, I mean,
GTA.
It could be their day and date. I don't know if it's.
Yeah, just Trevor the Red Hat says it's a me.
Oh. So, yeah, that whole. I think that first half of the year is probably pretty safe because everyone else is just kind of gradually, bit by bit, filling it out. There was even something that got dated for like April 20 or April 30 or something a day or two ago. I can't think of what it was now, but. And you've already got Final Fantasy in there. PlayStation stuck some stakes in the turf with Helldivers and other bits and pieces as well. Like gradually, I'm checking the 2024 calendar now so I can work out whatever that game was because maybe it wasn't all that important. But
is it another pointless?
It definitely wasn't a crazy big one. It's the anniversary edition of Braid. Remember the old Xbox Live Arcade?
Oh, Braid.
So yeah, it wasn't some crazy big one, but either way, like these slots are gradually being filled in. So they either know when GTA is and feel pretty comfortable there, or if by some chance GTA does end up being a first half of the year thing, all those dates start changing. Like everyone clears out except probably Nintendo.
So when you see someone write a note saying we're delaying this game later in the year, you go, maybe GTA 6 is coming around that time.
Yeah.
Brace yourself.
Or the GTA 6 date gets announced, and then all of a sudden you start getting those JPEGs popping up on Twitter. Oh, we need more time to fix up our game, or whatever, and they just clear out.
I'd love if someone just messaged said, we're delaying this game because Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming out, and we're no chance.
Well, if
they wrote that in the notes, like, at least you're honest, I'll buy your game.
That's what Remedy did with Alan Wake 2, and obviously they put together one of the best games of the year. So, they were just straight up honest, like, yep, it's pretty busy and we don't want to get lost in the shuffle here, so we're going to delay ourselves a couple of weeks, and they did, and they launched an amazing game. So,
smart people, those Remedy
pays
people.
To be honest, right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
they just say, oh yeah, sorry, we need more time. Just say, yeah, we don't want to get killed by every other game that's coming out within that period. If you said that, people are like saying, oh yeah, fair enough. Not just, oh, bullshit, what are you doing? Come on.
It pays to be honest.
What are you doing?
But yeah, I mean, look, we've gone off the track a little bit there because both of us think it's probably late 2024, and that makes a lot of sense. It's basically like the midpoint of the generation. The expectation is that we've spoken about the Switch 2 already, but the expectation is that PS5 Pro style thing is probably launching in that sort of window as well. So you're going to have this new piece of hardware that's going to be able to push the game could potentially push even further. Given,
So
I think about
Spider-Man. You can play your PS4 Spider-Man 2 version without catching fire.
Yeah, potentially.
Brilliant.
I even consider, I guess, linking with that PS5 Pro thing. You'd recall that obviously Rockstar and PlayStation have gotten a bit closer again in recent years. I'm not talking about acquisitions and stuff here, but like they announced the PS5, like the current gen, the next gen, whatever we want to call it at this point, the PS5 Xbox Series version, that was announced. It was the very first game at the PlayStation 5 showcase back in 2020, and then it popped up again in another showcase. Like clearly they're getting tight again, and it used to be the case back in the PS2 era. GTA 4 was kind of linked in more so with Xbox, but then
GTA 3 was an exclusive back in the day.
GTA 4 is really the only exception. Otherwise, things have been more aligned with PlayStation over the years, and I think that's probably just Rockstar going to wherever the bigger platform and the bigger audience is. But maybe there's something there in that whole thing in terms of lining up the PS5 Pro with the launch of GTA 6 to max that out, to push things on that Xbox apparently Xbox is not going for that big mid-gen upgrade, if you believe what they're saying. Obviously their little leak from a couple months ago would say otherwise.
Let's be honest here, they're still recovering from their award that they won in Australia a couple of weeks ago.
Which award was that?
Shonky Award for their fridge.
Oh yeah, true. I forgot about that.
I just laughed and thought, I can't argue with that, to be honest. I just laughed and
looking at the desk, I can see mine kick it. It's never plugged in because it's a power guzzler.
Mine never plugged in as well. Mine's for looks, to be honest.
One of these days I'll find a spot for it.
I thought, I've used it once, I thought, I might as well just use a fridge, to be honest.
A real one.
A real fridge.
So, anyway, thanks, Microsoft. So the release date, kind of that window. Everyone else will probably clear out around it. I think it bodes really well for all of us who've got games to play, especially if you're the person that's not into GTA. And I'm not crazy about GTA, but I'll definitely play it. But if you're not the person that's not into GTA and you've got a backlog, that little month or two probably around GTA is going to be like gold for you, because nothing else will come out.
Or 3 months, because that's just going to keep selling and selling.
Well, yeah.
Selling. And people just going to keep playing and playing.
It'll be great, a graveyard right around that month or two, but then even outside of it, it's still going to be pretty thin, I reckon.
A quarantine zone, I would call it. Just stay away from here.
But you watch. I mentioned Nintendo might be the only company that just kind of ignores it and does their thing anyway. You watch them launch Metroid Prime 4 in there, 4 in that window, and kill Metroid Prime 4 finally.
They're thinking, yes, finally we can do this right.
And they put it up against GTA and it gets squashed.
Who else has got a franchise they just want to get rid of?
That's true. If you're looking to kill a brand and make sure it never comes out again, you go, oh, well, because none of you bought it. Launching it alongside GTA is the way to go.
Let's go put a Pokemon game in there and see how that goes.
Ooh.
They won't do that.
No, they won't. They won't do that. Any other thoughts? I don't know. I guess we're in this weird spot where we know it's coming, but we haven't seen it. We might find ourselves debriefing again in a couple of weeks from now, having seen it for an episode.
And we know absolutely nothing about it except for the leaked footage that was shown. But like we said, we don't know if any of that's going to be in there. Is that character's going to be that character? Who knows? Even the guys from the previous GTA have no idea what's going on. The voice, the people who played Michael and Franklin. They probably do know, just messing around with everyone. There's like, we don't know.
Nah, see, I reckon it's just like the tightest kept secret. I mean, why would those guys need to know? Like, they're not going to be.
I don't think they. So they might make it a cameo or get a reference, but they're not going to be. They're not going to be in it.
So they've got no reason to know at all. So I reckon that thing is locked down, unbelievably tight. I reckon outside of your houses. Well, I suppose there's only one of them now. Sam Houser at the top, and probably the absolute top end brass of of Take-Two, no one knows it. The only thing I remember, and I'll see if I can find while we're chatting, I'll find the financial reports.
Or there's this little thing going around saying, right, if this doesn't leak, you'll get money. They're like, cool, done.
I like money.
I like money. Who wants money? I want money.
Let's see if I can find it, but this might take a moment. They put their earnings projections out, and you kind of saw like the graph that kind of showed the last few years, and then kind of the predictions going forward. Everything was kind of about the same, consistent sort of thing. You get the ebbs and flows that come with an NBA 2K game coming out or whatever, but then you saw this enormous spike. You're like, oh, that's GTA.
That's GTA.
This was
it's not even like, I think it's off the graph. Off the graph.
It was.
That's how absolute gangbusters it's gonna go.
It was absolutely insane. But
what was the last time in the first day? GTA 5 made 800 million in one day, and I reckon GTA 6 is gonna make a shitload more.
Yeah, I think
because this thing called digital is now in existence compared to good old 2013, which the internet's digital stores weren't really a big thing back then.
I'm definitely not going to be able to find this graph. They've got some significant a significant number of graphs and stuff related to a whole bunch of different pieces of data. So I'm not going to find what I'm looking for now, but
I just cue the Nickelback music.
Look at this graph. So
classic.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna find it. I'll stop.
Yeah, I'll find it.
But it was huge. It was way off the charts anyway. So you kind of knew what they were targeting, and it looks like it's well and truly on track. So
I honestly hope that when the trailer starts off, it's just characters in T poses, just to piss everyone off. I would love that so much. It'd be true Rockstar form, just to troll everyone, and then here's the trailer of T poses, crash test tummy faces, and unrendered models of buildings, cars, and everything. And then here's the real trailer.
Apparently there was an earnings report in August. I'm seeing a description. I'm not seeing the graphs that I saw at the time, but what did they say? It's reiterated the expectation that as part of its August 8 earnings call covering the first quarter of fiscal 2024, Strauss-Zelnick, the CEO, claiming the company had positioned itself for a significant inflection point in fiscal 2025. Elaborating on the point, the executive said Take-Two is expecting record levels of operating performance during the 12-month window ending March 2025.
Oh.
Now, of course, they are investing in mobile. They brought Zynga in and those sort of things, and they're going to make money off that. But that's obviously GTA 6. And that's, March of 2024 through March 2025. So somewhere within that 12-month block. But anyway, any other thoughts at all on all things GTA?
Not really.
We are in a
I heard the announcement. Yeah, it's one of those things like, we heard about it. Cool. Trailer's going to come out. I'm just going to say cool, and then just wait for it for whenever it comes out, because I honestly think they're not going to show a lot. They're just going to show just a little bit to get people excited, and that's it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nothing more to show, because they don't have to do anything to really sell it, because it's just, you say Grand Theft Auto and a release date, that's it. That's all you have to say.
Yeah, it's pretty easy for them. We'll obviously discuss that game and potential release date in a lot more detail once we get this trailer. Until then, it's a little bit of wait and see, and where it shows up, whether it's Game Awards, whether it's on its own, whether it's at some sort of PlayStation showcase, whatever it ends up being, we'll just have to wait. But 2024 is going to be pretty huge for all fans of GTA who've been waiting for a decade at this point. So, which is ridiculous in itself, because obviously
they had remakes So they had a remake of 3 classic games by AI, and
that went well for them.
That went real well.
Oh, that's how they killed their brand. No one's going to want to pick up GTA 6 now. Anyway.
Only if they say if it's created by AI, people are just going to go, so that's what that trailer is. It's AI made. Ah, I see. They don't know what a face looks like.
No, I'm not going to do an impression. That'll be disrespectful. All right, we'll wrap things up there. If you enjoyed this episode of Patch, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. There's a whole bunch of awesome stuff on the YouTube channel. Short form content and short reviews and those sort of things, as well as patched Player 2 plays and a whole bunch of other cool stuff. Visit the website player2.net.au for reviews, previews, opinion pieces, news, features, and links to the podcast series. We're on Patreon, patreon.com/player2au, kicking a few bucks, lower tiers early access, higher tiers monthly episode exclusives, and finally there's Twitter, Matto.
Matto_Phil.
Paul James Gates myself. The website is player2au, and until next week, thanks a lot for watching. We'll do episode 300 properly next week, maybe. We'll work something out. You watch. Is it an updates episode? No, we're safe. All right. We'll do something properly next week. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you then.